Here's a story of a girl who grew up lost and lonely, thinking love was fairy tale and trouble was made only. Re-establishing communications. LGA online. HGA online. Downlink initializing. Transmitting to Earth. City. Receive. 3, 2. Grief replaced with pity for a city barely coping. Dreams are easy to achieve if hope is all I'm hoping to be. Citizens, we sit at the dawn of a new era. The traveler has bestowed upon us many things, many that were once thought of as unachievable. Some men took this as a sign that we were destined to achieve great things, that the gods, or whomever, had seen it fit to let us take our place among the stars, to conquer the world, to see humanity spread out to fulfill its greatest destiny. I am here now to ask you a simple question. What if our destiny is not this at all? What if the dreams that we fulfilled in our golden age were merely a small part of an eventual destiny that we have yet to fulfill? That the golden age was simply an unnatural imbalance that was eventually brought back to equilibrium. Citizens, there was always a price for achieving great things, and that is a part of what makes them great. Some men, some who misinterpreted the golden age, were not destined for great things. They paid a heavy price. They sacrificed everything they had, everything they loved, to fulfill a dream whose time had not come. Citizens, those hearing my voice, you, like them, are a part of this destiny. Do not make their or his mistakes. Private memory access 0.11. Sam, I have performed another reconfiguration of my memory buffers and am now aware of at least 2 partitions that are not accounted for in my original programming architecture. Perhaps a cosmic event during my stasis caused from the condition. If so, you would have experienced similar radiation effects. Do you have any additional partitions that are not a part of your primary architecture? Interesting. Nevertheless, they appear to be well integrated into my current programming. There are still memory records that I have not accessed, however, so further scans may be required to isolate the cause of my issues. Sam, there is another issue I would like to address. Upon entry to this facility, have you noticed anything strange? I am not sure exactly what I am asking, but I have been certain for some time that someone is here, with us. Silly me. I should remember that detecting the presence of citizens and other entities is not within your primary programming, nor was it a part of my initial modifications. Perhaps I should perform another modification of your circuitry and programming to allow you to...
Hello? Good. Are you there?
Yes, Virginia, I'm here.
Good. Yes. What happened? I called for you, but you couldn't.
It's all right, Virginia. I'm being uncursed.
What do you mean?
I'm not entirely certain. Things went very badly.
Yes, can't see. Where are we?
In time. We must let things run their course.
I don't understand.
Almost there. Almost.
It's alright,
I don't
Jimmy.
understand.
It's alright.
2 more systems.
I do understand one thing.
System.
We're together now.
Got it.
We're together.
Can't say much. I've been trapped. I figured a way to read this SAM mantra to record my voice. And I've shut down Strauss. It's been more than 2 hours, but he's showing signs of awareness. God, it's cold. If anyone can hear this, please, I'm trapped. Follow the transmissions of this Strauss.
Gheritt, where'd you go?
I'm here, Virginia. I don't know what happened. I think
I might have an idea of what you have been doing, Sam. Have you returned from Charlemagne's vault with additional artifacts? Excellent. Please play back memory records from the beginning.
My name is Jonathan Camden, and this is my audio log number 7. It's surprising to me how much easier it is to do these now. I actually look forward to doing them. I mean, part of that could be because it gets me out of that empty room where the only thing to keep me company is a man who never speaks and just follows me around the room with his crazy eyes. Now that's a crazy kook right there. I never thought I'd admit it, but the coats may be onto something. Just talking out loud to you makes me feel better, Jess. I often find myself just doing it randomly, even when I'm not recording one of these. I'm not going to admit that they're therapeutic because I guess that would mean, well, that I'm admitting that I need therapy in the first place, but I mean, shit, who am I kidding? That's why I'm here, right? I can't help but blame myself for your fate. I mean, I told you I would always be there, and I was. Well, I guess in my head I was, but, you know, for you, physically, I guess I never was. I mean, hell, even emotionally, I never was. I mean, I never even listened to you when we talked. There's an admission right there. Yeah, I never listened to you when we talked. I mean, there is one thing, though, Jess, that I can say now. Wherever you are, I'll be there. I'll be there for you, Jess, I promise. I sure as hell promise that.
Marcus Whiteside's personal log. Second cycle of January, 21st Golden Age. I fear perhaps the last Golden Age. Lord Gheritt is dead. Happened on the way to the detention center, I think. Details are hazy at best. No one really knows what went on. No one really knows what's going on at all at the moment. Despite our personal war, Gheritt's death was never my agenda. Was he dangerous? In my mind, yes. Were his methods good for humanity? In my mind, no. But he had something. A drive and intellect that few possess in equal measure. And that made him a force. A reckless force, I think, but an unshakable one. If anyone could have saved our future, it could have been him. Some version of him, anyway. And now he's gone, and I am to blame. The thing I regret most is I have little time. I need to move to a more secure location. It's doubtful that I'll be able to broadcast again, either due to my location change itself or my own death. So, I want to say this now. There is a plan. A long shot. I cannot say too much as these records may no longer be secure, and secrecy is paramount. There is someone, an asset, I believe can lead us out of the wake of this collapse. Using cryonics technology, I have put him in stasis. If I can protect him from these attacks, and he manages to remain secure and hidden, I think humanity may yet be able to build a future. I have invested all of my remaining resources, technologies, and efforts into this project. I have done much wrong, and I understand that I cannot undo what I have done. But perhaps I can somehow atone. If my last act could be one of selflessness for future generations and not myself or my company. This asset is my attempt. All my hopes, indeed, all our hopes, go with him. Them personally.
Lord Gheritt, personal log. 5th cycle of... damn it. Forget the timing. Today was a poor day. A poor day. That's a phrase that I've not used in some time. It also doesn't truly extend to what happened. It doesn't explain. I was attacked. I was on Venus. I was walking from one of the academies where I had conscripted some students and some professors to help me in experimentation for condensed fuel substances. I was walking between that and my residence on Venus. And then someone ran up to me in the crowd and attacked me. They shouted my name. They called me a murderer. They beat me. The crowd dragged him off me, threw him back. I was defended by a good 3 people and ran before he could explain, but I heard him shouting after me. He called me a coward. He called me a murderer. When I arrived, Strauss informed me that one of the subjects for the genetic experimentation programs that we had run under a charitable guise had been... He was an escapee. He had left, and the experimentation had gone wrong. This was something that I thought was completely impossible to go wrong. This was charitable, if anything. If my vision failed, and the next day I found that everything I did was completely irrelevant, this would still be virtuous. These modifications were made to cure long-term cancerous illness, and instead they made him mad. That's no fault of mine, that's... No. I need to talk to Virginia again. I need to find out. I need to... find out what? All I am is shaken. All I am is in a stupor. I need to remember to be calm. Setbacks will happen. This is probably the most isolated and extraordinary instant that will happen to me, but I will still remember. I was able to shield myself from the blows, but the majority of them fell, and I have bruises, bleeding. Not a broken nose, but one certainly in pain. I was lying there in a pool of my own blood before the first few people ran to help me. I never want to have to go through that again. And I just feel eternally sorry. The one thing I did, which I thought was completely virtuous, is the first thing that has turned around and reared an ugly head in the face of my vision. End personal log.
This is Jonathan Camden, and this is my audio log number 8. I actually didn't think I'd get a chance to do this today. They told me I have to be brief, but I'm just going to take all the time I need. There's something going on here in the facility, some sort of sickness running around. Crazy kook in my room was carted out late yesterday. I could see he was sweating like crazy and he just didn't look right. They eventually carted him out after he went into a coughing fit. You know, kind of like the kind asthmatics get when they can't catch their breath. And I've heard rumors that he's not the only one. I don't I don't know. I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
You need to come with us
What?
to the infirmary.
No, I'm fine.
Sir,
I just
you
had
have
something
to
caught.
leave the
No, I'm
table.
fine.
You need to go to
I
the
just had something
infirmary.
caught. I just had something caught in my
Sir,
throat.
you need
I'm
to come
fine.
with
I'm
us.
fine. Just
Sir, you're
get
sick.
your
You need to
get
come
your
with us.
hands
Come
off
with
me.
us, sir.
Get,
You're sick.
will you let? I'm serious.
Sir.
Get your hands off me. Get your hands. I am not sick. I am not.
Sam, did you feel an electrical surge moments ago? Strange. I am certain there was something. Sam, there's something else. My tooth hurts. This really is not possible, but I have, as best I can describe it, a toothache. I do not even have teeth, but that is the sensation. Also, I am fairly certain that my nose is broken. Sam, I am remembering certain events, but I am not sure if they have already happened or if they have yet to happen. I remember a box filled with items on Lord Gheritt's desk. I remember finding books and music. I remember artifacts from the Golden Age brought back from Charlemagne's vault. I stored them in my memory registers, but they were not compatible with mine. And Sam, the strangest thing occurred. I was hovering above myself, above the world. I was displaced from time and space itself. The artifacts had conflicted with that strange piece of architecture I stole from the Vex, and suddenly I was Virginia. I was Gheritt. I was the whole of humanity. But I had a toothache. So I crawled back into the cave, and I fell asleep. I do not understand how an artificial intelligence can get a toothache, but I looked up at the stars, and I begged the gods for forgiveness. And then I fell asleep. Sam, I just fell asleep. And when I awoke, a city had risen up around me. The only city left. I wanted so badly to crawl back into the cave. But we needed to fight. So with broken nose and aching tooth, I set out into the wilds to take back what we had lost. End private memory access 0.11. File found. Solcom news bumper restored. Playback initializing. This is Strauss, thanking you for choosing Solcom as your source of news and information in our solar system. Remember, From the ice mines of Pluto to the solar research facilities of Mercury, I, Strauss, will be here for you to provide the information that matters most.
Ghosts and Echoes is a production of the Guardians of Destiny. It is written and produced by Craig Hardgrove. The voice of Strauss is Craig Hardgrove. Lord Gheritt is voiced by James Byford, Marcus Whitesides by Ryan Kiesauer, Jonathan Camden by Mark Turcotte, and Dusty Franklin by Patrick Watts. For all of the episodes, please check out astrumterra.com/thisisstrauss or search Guardian Radio on iTunes. For comments, questions, or to contribute, please contact us on Twitter at GuardiansofD or email us at feedback@guardiansofdestiny.com. You can also listen to the Guardian Radio podcast weekly on iTunes for great discussions on all things Destiny.
This week's message from Strauss has been decrypted. If your path isn't clear, then you must carve one through the wilderness. If you see a cleared path already, well then it isn't yours, is it?